She's the only one I got. La da da dum, la da da dum. Not much of a girlfriend. La da da dum, la da da dum. I'm gonna start round one. Yo, what's up, homie? Perfect. Yep, it works. Sweet. Yeah, I haven't figured out a way to use my headset yet. Without it delaying. So it's like Bluetooth headset, you know what I mean? So there's a huge delay on it. So I got a HDMI extractor, but I gotta buy I was using like the iPhone headphones, and you definitely can't do that with this. What's up, Grovers? It should be live, man. Let me know if everything sounds good if you stick around for a sec. I thought I turned my live off earlier, and it was on for like another 2 hours after I got off. Yeah, because I was testing everything, and I thought I ended it, but then Grover's alerts me like 2 hours later. He's like, "Are you still live?" I'm like, no, not supposed to be. Okay, so let's. Oh, gotcha. I mean, Led's he's a cool. I like Led. He's actually pretty cool. Yeah, so I remember we did Operation Showdown with him and stuff. So I was like, no, he's a. Alright, is my wheel? It's a learning curve. You know what I mean? Is all it is. I'm like, it's really just a learning curve, but right now I'm on softs. Yeah, it's like we're literally working our way through. Like I said, the first ones, bro. Like I said, you'll figure them out very quickly. Since you haven't had time to practice, so the first round is there's no minimum pit stops and there's no required. I'm gonna turn my freaking full speed back down. I'm gonna break my hand. I think I do it four with these. Yeah, I think so. But you can use softs or mediums, but there's no requirements for a pit stop or a tire change. So if you use the right car, you can actually do the whole thing on softs for the first round. So I chose the McLaren because the even tire wear. And since it's such a short track, it doesn't seem like as the tires wear, you're losing much time. So I used the McLaren and went softs the whole way because I was testing between the two. I did a whole race on softs and a whole race on mediums, and I was faster overall on the softs. So just pick something with good tire wear. Now Brand's hatch was a little different. And all-wheel drive won't work, even if you use mediums the whole race. You have to pit. But if you use the Magani, you can put the mediums on and do no pit. So I'm using the Magani Trophy for round 2. Like I said, you could use, whatever car you wanted and like do 2 stints of softs with 1 pit. The pit stops are short. So you could go that route as well. But I just kind of I'm going with the no pit strategy on the first 2 rounds. And then for here, like last night, we ran a few. We ran 2 practice races of the LSQ, the last chance qualifier, and with this, I had fuel map on 2 for a majority of it. The only time I put it down to 1 is like to get the speed up on this back straight and then put it back up to 2. I was able to get 5 laps on the mediums and then 3 on softs. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is kind of there's a lot of different. It's actually he has it set pretty perfectly to really figure out that line between good pace but still fuel saving. If you fuel save too much, you're going to lose way too much time. Don't fuel save at all, you're going to pit a lot. So it's actually strategy's definitely coming into account here. So what I'm thinking of doing, like there's two different options. Like since I could go 5 on the mediums, I could do 5, 5, 5, and 3. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking that's going to be my ultimate way to do it. You can do 4 on the softs as well. Like a couple of the guys were doing that last night. Just that 4th lap's a little rough. But with Led and I did the same strategy the first 2 races. He was first the first race, and I was second. And the next race, I was first. Or no, Beecham was first. I was second. He was third. But Beecham did 4 and 4 softs and softs. And he beat me by like 2 seconds. But I caught up. Yeah, but like by the first pit, he was like 8 seconds up. So with my fuel saving and getting out of the pits, I ended up catching up like 5 seconds worth in the pit. So like it really does. Oh, hey Bailey. I don't like the person named Bailey. That's Mr. Bailey to you. The thing is like this kind of work based off of the same way we did the GR3s. The braking points aren't too different. Yeah, I was like, the braking points are just a lot quicker. I don't know. Well, I have to turn my feedback down for the ones because I shake like crazy down the straight, so it'll rip my little foldable chair apart if I let it do that. So I was like, wait, that does it? Okay. I mean, I could handle it, but I was like, the seat can't. So, this whole wheel and everything will flying off the middle of the race. No, close to. That's why I could feel like, I'm like, oh, I'm going to rip this whole fucking blade off. So I was like, I turn it down for this one. That's what I've noticed has helped me a lot is I have a spot for GR3s, for GR4s, and now a spot for GR1s. So I do change it based on the class. See, even if I do, you can almost, definitely can't take one hand off the wheel on the straight either. Jesus. But basically, and these cars too, like you don't lose a lot of pace, short shifting. So a lot of times I'm really trying to fuel save, I'll shift at like 60% or so. I'll show you some. RPM like actually around 7,000. Talking to Andrew. I'm just making up people to talk to in chat. Andrew says hi. Hi. That's what he does. Thank you. But no, it's all good. Try to get Andrew up to speed for the event. I was saying, quali yesterday, Led and I put up 303s. He did is that the Nismo one or whatever? Yeah, he used that on the second race, and from what I heard on his stream, good fuel saving. That it was a little rougher on tires than the Porsche was. Yeah, it seemed like a few guys were running the Toyota TS. It's better than the other one, I guess. Fuel wise, but it's slowly turning into a one-make race. Like I feel like most of the grid is going to be in the Porsche because it has a good balance between the fueling and the tires. Like I said, you can force softs on, you can force them forward, you know. Which I'm still thinking about doing, but then I'm like, if I want to do pits the other way around and just try to pit less and do 5, 5, 5, and 3, which I'm thinking is going to be the way to go. I'm trying to do a 4-lap run softs now, just to see how I turn up. But it was so funny the first night when like Len put all the settings out. It's actually funny, his lobby was glitching when he did the settings. So he writes through that the fuel consumption is going to be times 20. I was like, what? Times 20? And for him, putting it at times 20, he was still getting 10 laps of fuel. Well, we all get on to practice, like me, Beecham, and a few of the guys the first night. And he also had it set to the initial fuel at like 75%. So you're only pulling out 3/4 of the tank. Without fuel map 6 and early shifting, you couldn't make it around back until you get back into the pits. So you couldn't even make your outlap. I was like, there's no way this is right. Something's wrong. And I go until you had to literally do your outlap, pull in, fuel up, do another outlap before you even go for a hot lap. But the thing is, if you had fuel map all the way at 6 and early shifted like crazy, you could barely get 3 laps. I was like, there's no way this is like, this ain't fuel saving, this is torture. This can't be what he means. So if I wrote it because then he also had for the LSQ that the initial fuel was going to be 50%, and that's the only thing I questioned. I was like, hey dude, with your settings, 50%, nobody's going to make it around the track. There's no way. And he's like, what do you mean? And he tried it out himself, and then he's like, oh, yeah, something's wrong. I was like, okay. I was like, we're going to pit every 3 laps, we're going to do it, but... Ooh, get out of that corner. Yeah, I was like, I think something's wrong here. Yeah, see, lap 3, I'm already like 50% on my tire, so... I think softs are... Yeah. Still lost the ground. I haven't in a long time. Like I think it was right before you joined when we did Friday GR4s in FGP. We had Blue Moon infield one time, so that's the only time I've actually ever raced it. It's a fun little track. No, especially in the GR4. Yeah, I was like, if I have enough time tonight, I'll jump in and run like 10 laps just to get an idea. But I'm like, I remember it pretty well. It was, remember, it was in the Manufacturers Cup a few months back too. So I did race it then also. So I do kind of get the gist of it. I was like, turn 1 is really the most important to get right. The banking, yeah, I was like, once you figure out your little spot there, which if I remember correctly, it's right before the drop. You kind of start getting on the brakes a little bit. And then, I'll be able to show you too, because like the last turn going onto the straight, you can actually cut across the inside curve like completely, and it gains you a lot of time, like completely over it. Yeah, you really completely cut that curb. Yeah, and it gets you across the kind of, you have enough speed you carry yourself up to the top of the bank, but you just come through with so much speed, it's way faster. So you get that and turn 1 down, the rest of it's simple enough. Yeah, it's like it's GR4, so pretty hard to mess up. No, I don't like the Cayman GR4. Oh, that's the disadvantage I'll have to get. But see, I love the GTR GR4. It's all-wheel drive. It's so good. Hey, you can get on the gas like so early, like ridiculously early. You can run all out in full tank for 4 laps, but I'm going to be pulling in with like 10% tread on the front. I'm not using any brake balance, but I can move it slightly to the back. That's too risky. I'm not doing that. So I think I'm going to have my strategy worked out for me. Yeah, I'm going to do 5. Yeah, so the LSQ, like I said, will be 8 laps, but I doubt either of us will be doing the LSQ. Yeah, hopefully, barring any mistakes happen, I guess. But if the top 13 employees go through, so with who I've been seeing and stuff like that, like the first race that I did last night, I joined in late. They were already qualifying. I was like, hey, can I start from the back? And I started from the back and caught up to lead. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, mostly that's like another 8 dudes that were there. So, slam past them in the back while fuel saving with mediums. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, should be a problem. But the first round, since they are such small tracks, they could, as long as you qualify good, I think you'll be. That's why I was like, if I qualify good and don't pit, then I don't see how I don't come out and a podium for the first few races, hopefully. Because also, based off of Group A and B, because he has Group A and B, he has quite a few of the faster guys on his side. Like he has Saragon. Remember, actually, I forgot to tell you, your boy Dip Bob's he's racing as well. So, but he's gonna be a Group A. So I was like, I think since the spot that was missing was in Group B, so I was like, he's not gonna change things out and just put you in that group. But there's some guys that I don't know. So I was like, there could be a few more faster guys in there, but a lot of the guys, I think there's a lot of B's, C's, D's, so I think the real racing is going to be here in the finals where we'll have all that. It should be a really difficult but fun race. But I was like, 18 laps, I'm thinking 5, 5, 5, and 3. There we go, 307. Pushing it, finding out what you can do. And that's why I spent the whole first night hitting the walls and practicing. It's like once you're ready, you'll figure it out. You figure any car out. So yeah, you just need a little track time. And it's like, oh, okay, I get it. So it honestly didn't take me long. think Lago Short, you want to jump over there? Yeah. And I already have all the settings saved for all of them, so. Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't actually select it. Oh, I should wait. How do you... Can I save these? Okay, let me save these over the ones I had because I had 20 fuel on this. Yeah, so there'll be, after the first 2 rounds are done, if it's a full grid, there will automatically be 2 people that don't make it to the LSQ at all. So 2 people will be eliminated right away. Okay, lead round 1. Make sure this is all set right. Yeah, this one tire wears 7, but fuel's 2. So like fuel's 0 problem. And it's 15 laps. Let's go. Yeah, he does go over kind of all the he goes over kind of all the settings, how things are going to work. Like I said, there's some prizes and stuff, but basically he's going to be posting in the Discord the whole time, the lobby IDs, and like he'll be doing that, and also on his chat telling people what to do, because his plan is to keep one lobby open. Everybody jumps in, does their race, all those people jump out, and the fun part is he's going to stay in the lobby for Group B, and he's going to spectate and commentate our race. So that's going to be pretty fun. So I'm using the McLaren. I would suggest probably an MR car because of the tire wear. This is the GR3. Yeah. So I think as the few FR cars that I tried, yeah, actually you could get the Lambo shot. See if that'll make it all the way around and see if you'll be able to get 15 laps out of the softs. Yeah, because then you won't have to pit any. You can do your I mean, if it won't make it, you can do your 15 laps on mediums. So it's like, I feel like no pit is the way to go regardless, whether you're getting tires or not. But I'm like, you don't have to do fuel, so I guess you could test and see how long it takes to stop and get a set of tires if you wanted to like softs. But I feel like either way, I think it was like 45-second laps or something like that if I remember correctly. And I just have to put my brake balance. I remember correctly, it's like I put it like +2 to keep the tire wear even. I could show you. I'll tell you the braking point on that last turn in a second. I think it was the sign right after the 100. Yeah, the sign right after the 100. Oh, still late. What am I doing? I gotta run this thing out. It's weird jumping from car to car. Oh my god. Hold on. Adjust my settings too. 4 and 6 on the GR3. Yeah, that'll be this all there. It'll be flat out. It's literally mostly flat out. You can go straight over. I kind of cut this inside curve. And for the rest of it, you should know from other racing. I brake at the end of the fence. I think is where it's at. Turn 1, yeah. Like once I see the end of the fence on my right side of my screen, it's where I start to brake. Yeah. I'm trying to remember exactly what my lap times I was running were, but they were like 44s, 45s or something like that, I think. But I literally did 15. So yeah, there are 3-minute qualifiers too. Like they're short laps, usually still gonna get like 2 hot laps in, but 15 laps, like I said, they're quicker. They're gonna go quickly the races. So. get up to second, and I kind of let off a slight coast and then back on it. As you can get, yeah, I do a slight, like I let completely off and then I'm right back on it. Like I go to 0 and go back to 100. That's enough to get it around, get it around. Bad time to spectate. Like a drift king around this corner over here. I might need to put this a little bit more over here, actually. Front left, or whatever. I got you. I'll show you. I think the edge of the fence is a little bit here. I gotta go a little bit before, I think. No, I'm fucking balls to the wall here. Yeah. First, quick up to the second, and then kind of let go, and then back on it. Got those curves, got this curve, got to straighten that line out. Like after the last couple of races, I've actually had a, oh, that was almost 40. I've had a pretty good outings in the Supra, but I didn't think Red Bull was going to suit me as well as it did. I'm actually surprised it performed so well there. I know. And then I was literally sitting there, I was like, everybody's going to be really upset when they learn I'm on mediums too. Because everybody probably thought I was thinking, oh, he's got to be on softs fucking flying up there. And I was like, nope. Yeah, dude, I was moving, man. I just couldn't believe it. Much made no sense to me is Rage starting on hards on pole, like especially after the mistake Rustic made, you know, at St. Quad doing that. I was like, that was weird because I'm like, I bumped him down the first lap or so, and then I was like, I just realized I had so much more pace on him. I was like, and I'm on mediums. I'm like, there's no way he's on hards, but he's got to be. Like Rage he's faster than me here. So I got past him, and luckily he kind of held a few more people up and gave me a good gap. I was like, but in practice, like I was able to, like no fuel saving, I could go 13 laps, and I was able to force all of my tires 13 laps. And my pace was actually decent on the hards; they were like 132s. So I should have done 13 all the way across. But my original, you know, I was like, don't change the strategy now. You know, like you say, you're gonna do this. So I was like, I did 2 longer stints on mediums. And just ended up being the wrong call. Especially that was the first race that my car was actually like able to do a 2-stopper without me having to force anything. So I should have taken advantage of that, I guess. I don't know. Exactly. I know, that's why I was upset. I was like, I wish I still would have walked away with 3rd or 4th. You know, I was like, I should have really walked away with a podium there with the race I put up. That's why I was pretty upset about it. But I was like, I also could have been more patient on the last, you know, on the last lap because 100% I was going to hit Canadian guys somewhere on the last lap, so I could have been more patient. But it's not like I was impatient. I just took turn 1 better than him, and he took it terribly, so I had to avoid contact. Like I should have just probably stayed in the back of him, and carried on and like, hey, fuck it, give me the penalty points, I don't care. You know, I was like, but that's how frustrated I was. But I was like, if I would have let off, I would have got him down either the next quarter or definitely the middle sector because his tires were cooked. He would have had good grip. So I was like, I could have just been a little more patient and not pushed that one corner. And so I think that's where that kind of got me. But my patience was going out the window because I was getting frustrated. That's where them racing, them racing nerves or anger, all that shit gets to you. You're like, dude, get the fuck out of my way. Like, I'm so much faster than you right now, dude. Move. I know, man. Yeah, all of us. Yeah, I know. I saw because you had the inside to go through. I saw what you were trying to do. If you would have nailed it, you would have had the inside up to the next corner. So I saw what you were trying to do. I was like, those tires were just cold, and you got on it a little too hard. Freaking sucks. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you were way back, man. That was a hell of a recovery drive. That's right, I had that too. So like, yeah, you had a hell of a recovery drive. Let's see, this was 15 laps. I need to get 3 more laps. Let's see where my tires go. Well, I was a little super smooth on the first few laps with a couple of slide outs, but I was like, I think I still have like 20%, so maybe okay. I just want to run the 3 laps to make sure. Because I was running, like every single lap has been at 45 right now. So when I ran mediums, I could get high 45s. I was like, with the softs, I can get low 45s. Even I'm pretty sure I got like a 44.9 the first time I practiced. And then by the end, and then they slowly dropped back to like now I'm doing mid 45 with my last 2 were 0.6s. So they start falling off slowly, but I feel like I couldn't get as fast as as fast as those first few laps that the softs were operating. You know, there's a slight drop off at the end, so I'm like, as long as I have a gap. Also, people are going to have to get, even with burnt tires, they're going to have to get by me. So if I have to defend the last couple of laps, all right. Especially over that corner I was showing you, that tire wear right there, you start feeling it in some of these corners. But I just remember when I was using the McLaren and the FGP, like I think almost every race, remember, it was to choose whatever tire you wanted. So I think I ran almost every single race in softs. Like that's all I ever ran because the tires literally burn completely evenly, and even when the grip is gone, like it lasts. Like it's still like you don't lose much pace. So that was a 45. They do, except for this track. I mean, it's just the lefts, but the 2 lefts are burning exactly evenly. Like my back and left both have about 10% right now on the last lap. Well, after this, well, it looks like it'll make it. I'm gonna pull in the pits and just change tires and see how long it takes. It's kind of my last leg, but I wanted to work out my strategy for. I see the tire. I wanted to work out my strategy for the last one, so I already kind of now I have it figured out. So if I just pit for tires for the finale, I was like, because I just wanted to see. I'm like, no, I think it's going to be because if I do, I don't want to force the softs forward laps. So that means that if I'm only going to do 3 on softs, and I need to extend the mediums 5, 5, and 5. I think that's the way to go. I mean, the pit rate stop was only 3. That wasn't long at all. 15 seconds to switch tires. Not too bad though. Very quick. The stop time was only 3 seconds. Of course you don't have to get no fuel, so I was like I literally for 15 laps I had 144 and the rest were all 45s. So that's why I don't think that mediums are gonna perform much better than that. Like I said, you can still get low 45s on medium, so if you need like medium, you'll still have a good pace. I mean, as long as I can keep it smooth, I guess too. Because if I'm racing, I could end up burning the tires a little bit more. But if I also get behind somebody to carry me along, they'll be even better. So I'm just gonna, I think I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit. Let's go Sauce. Come out of round 1 with a podium and have like a top 10 finish in round 2, which will still put us in the final. No, it's the short version. A little more complicated than this one, I feel like. We could jump over there if you want to run a couple laps. Get off this. Yeah, get on my strat there. And then round 2. You guys got plans somewhere tonight? Alright. Got any... I think I was running mediums. Yes, exactly. I was like, really, it's the all-wheel drives are definitely faster. 100% it was faster around here, but the tire wear, yeah. If I remember correctly, I didn't have to. That's the one that I'm liking, just because of the tire wear being so good. I'll try it out again, but I was like, I think the mediums lasted the full way. The softs wouldn't. I mean, I just feel like even. I mean, it looks like the total net loss for that last pit was like 13 seconds. But I'm like, yeah, if I could save 13 seconds, that's what I'm doing. Oh yeah, this one we started initial fuel was 75, so. But this one, the fuel actually lasted fine even if you rev it out. So the fuel's not an issue, and these mediums, they'll last perfectly fine. So that's really turn 1 to figure out. And the last turn before the long straight are the 2 important ones to do. I think he has like if I remember correctly, because he posted all the settings, so I'll confirm, but there was no track penalties are weak, and then pit penalties are off. Yeah, so you can like cut the living shit out of this pit entry. Because there's that crazy little turn you have to do to get into it. It's like, no, just fly straight in there. But I love turn 1 because of that hill. It's like you just gotta kind of get it right, because it's kind of a blind quarter. I see that corner you just came out of, you can go all the way over the curb completely on that green out there. Like I get out here almost even in the grass. Getting turned one right is so much fun. Like a little line there to follow. I was like, Brands Hatch, that's what I was thinking for season 2 of WERA. I've always liked Brand Hatch. I just feel like a lot of people don't. I think it's a fun track. Yeah, the full version's fun. Too far out there. So I have a GT7 notes thing where I just have all my events and fucking things all figured out. Front half, that's right, because it's 12 laps, so mediums no stop, yeah. 15 laps, McLaren soft. A little tire saving, but good. See, right now I just have Thursday, Blue Moon, GR4, 21 laps, no strap. Doing QC's event on April 11th, and Canada. Are you on softs or mediums? Yeah, of course, so fucking cool looking though. I love the way the BMW is such a good looking car. It's so funny when you post it. Yeah, I was like, oh, let me see. That thing is so clean, bro. Is it all white, or am I not seeing your livery? You have a livery on it, or is it all white? Okay. Was I went it took me a while. All my replays have been like, I think I was telling you guys, they've been like corrupted and they haven't been saving right. So somebody told me to throw the PlayStation in safe mode and clear all cache and rebuild the database, so I did that. And I haven't had any issues, but I mean, it was plain white, so I'm like, wait a minute. But I had issues of liveries loading as well, so that's why I asked. It's so cool. But yeah, when you posted through that you were looking for that the BMW wagon that you're looking for, I was like, you're such an A-Rap. It's like A-Raps and their BMWs and Mercedes. I was like, bro, that's all my boy and his family drove, bro. It was just BMWs and Mercedes. That's clean, though. Oh, it just sucked to keep it clean. I had a pearl white Nissan Altima in like 09. And I fucking absolutely loved. It was like, I know, sorry, it was probably like 2012. It was after I got out of high school. But it was a beautiful pearl white, and then I like put some like black rims on it and had neon lights on the inside, outside, and all that. And I loved that car. It was so much fun. It was a 4-cylinder, but they were quick. They were 4, so it was my first kind of like, before that I always owned like trucks and SUVs, so it was kind of my first little more of a car that had speed on it. So I had so much fun in that thing. They last forever, dude. Especially the old ones. My buddy would always buy and sell cars. That's guy only made money in high school and out after high school. Bro, old Nissans, old Ford Explorers. There's just a few old Toyotas, man. Like, we saw those on Craigslist, man. We fucking eat those things up, detail them, clean them up, put them back on market, and make like a quick 2K. Money was always fun. Helped me negotiate, learn sales tactics and stuff at a young age, so. It was good, man. Like, my buddy, I mean, I remember him in high school, like, you know, selling cars in high school and stuff, you know, so he's like, hey, if you have an extra $1,000, we can go buy a car together. I was like, oh, fuck it, let's do it. I'm trying to figure out how you're spinning out a fucking GR4. I know, man. I can mash the gas on this Pagani and it won't fucking spin. But you also did, what, 7 laps? When I say this was 12, 8. So you're 12. Okay, so you'll last 12 laps on those mediums. That's what I feel like most people are going to be. It's going to be loose. It's definitely going to be. It looks like it's a little loose. I was like, let me see what other GR4 options I have. I was like, yeah, so I tried the Citroen because that's really good on tire wear, and it was actually fine around here, but I had more pace than the Pagani. It felt like it was taking the corners better. The Citroen's kind of stiff in the corners. But the only other car I was thinking I didn't try, which might be a good choice, might be the NSX. Yeah, that might not be a bad car here. Because all the all-wheel drives are fucked. Any front-wheel drive is going to be fucking to burn the fronts. And I feel like FRs are going to... I mean, I guess if you have an FR and you put it rear balance to the rear, I guess the FRs would make it around as well. Just wonder about the gas consumption or not. Yep, sounds good. I was like, I'm just got my strats worked out now. That's really... Yeah, let's see if anybody else is running some... Closed. Wait a minute, he said he updated the groups. Hold on, let me see where he put you at. Okay, no, you're still in my group. All right. Yeah, group B. That's why I'm like, I feel like a lot of these guys, like, I don't know. Like Beecham, we both know Beecham, so. And by the way, Beecham is like really fast in the GR1s. I don't know. Homie's got those things figured out. But like in Group A, bro, they have Ryan Yost, who's like really fast. And then you have obviously Led, you have Dib Bob, and I think Nielsen too. I think they have like 4 pretty quick guys over there. And Doc actually too, Little Watt, he's decent too. So not bad. But yeah, you're in my group, so hell yeah. Let's get ourselves in the finale. Does it? Damn, I was like, when I just saw it, I was just thinking, ooh, the Innocence might be a really good choice here. Yeah, I was like, oh, wait a minute. How's your fuel? Is your fuel gonna make it 12 laps? Probably chose it. Yeah, I chose the wrong time there. I chose the wrong time to ask you to look at it. Hey, check your fuel. I did that last night in the first race. Luckily, I was in second. But like coming at St. Croix, like you make the right-hander before you make the left-hander to the finish line. I saw that I had 0.1 fuel, so I'm like, oh shit. So I turned over to like bump it up to 6, like in the middle of the corner, and just slammed the fucking wall. I was like, oh, that was a bad time to do that. Cool. Oh. All right, homie. Yeah, thanks for joining, man. I'm excited you're going to be joining Friday, too. They're joining Saturday, so. Yeah, I'll be on, like, later. I think we're going to go do a bingo night. But, we'll be back at a decent time, and then I'll join in. And then, yeah, be ready. So, the schedule's on there, but I'll send you the schedule, too. But the first race, since we're in Group B, the first race starts at 11. So, I think our race doesn't start until, like, 11:30. So. All right, homie. All right, talk to you later. All right, man. Sir Drones, join in if you're still practicing, man. I was giving Fraji, who jumped in, I was giving him a crash course real quick on all 3 rounds. So he just went through all 3, like 10 minutes each, just so he could like save the settings and stuff. It was acting up earlier. What was it doing? If you don't mind me asking. That's what I'm trying to figure out, that I'm what's going on here. All right, let me see. The live was frozen in place. Okay. Oh, was that was that way earlier today, like a few hours ago? Okay, yeah. So what earlier when I said I was testing because I switched over to Streamlabs to see if that's going to fix my audio issue, and I closed everything. I thought I exited out of live, but I didn't. So my live was just on for a couple of hours while I was eating dinner and stuff. So that's why it was frozen in place. That's why I'm trying to do this test stream here tonight. And the thing is, I was like, I see, like, I'm not getting any drop frames or anything. It says the quality's good, but I can kind of see that it looks like I'm skipping around a little bit. Wonder if everything sounded good driving around. Yeah, so sound went off a little bit too. That's what, when he said there was an open spot, I was like, I mean, I like having a full grid, and I was like, let me invite him in. Because he usually doesn't have much he's doing on Saturdays, so I was like, let's see if he wants to jump in. I know he loves doing the events like the rest of us, so, but I don't think he was following LED, so I guess he didn't hear about it. I was like, yeah, it looks like my audio delayed a little bit again over here as well. So let me get back over here. Settings, click your Elgato, settings, oh no, I'll remove. Oh, buffering, I want buffering disabled. Audio 48, okay. Sync offset. Well, let's get back out here and see what this sounds like. Real quick. So I'm actually going with the Megane, simply because it has very good tire wear. So looks like it's just us. I'll let you in on the strap. So my plan is to go no pits in the first 2 rounds. So the Megane will make it with no pit on mediums. Rube, what's up, brother? Not too much going on in this stream. It's more of a practice and more of a test stream for the YouTube stuff as I'm trying out a different thing now. So, not the funnest stream to watch, but thanks for stopping by. Okay, it looks like it's lined back up. I turned buffering off, so hopefully that takes care of the issue. But yeah, and I was like, and for round one, I'm using the McLaren. So it seems like the first two rounds, MR cars are going to be the better choice, simply because of the tire wear. I'm running the brake balance to the rear. Oh, not right now, because I just came out of the pits, but slightly to the rear. For the McLaren round one, I have it all the way to the rear, and I can actually force the softs the full 15 laps. I have about 5% tread left, like 5% Lily, like I'm pulling across the line with barely any tires. But overall, I did 2 test practice races, 15 laps on mediums and 15 laps on the softs, and I was about 20 seconds faster over the whole thing. So. What cars have you tried? So Andrew was just trying the NSX, which looks like it'll be a really strong choice as well. I don't know if that was one of your ones or not. The Magani's not going to be the fastest car around here, definitely not. Like the all-wheel drives are the fastest cars, but I think you're going to have to make a pit stop even with mediums. The mediums I don't think are going to last the full 15. So you could do like a soft medium or maybe a soft. It seemed like it was a little too. The softs are burning up pretty quick. So I don't think you could do a two stop, a one stop with 2 softs, you know. But the all-wheel drives, I can put up like low 48s. Like I was way faster in that. And also this corner right here, you get way out here when you come out. That's not a track penalty if you go out there. You come here, just a very slight lift off, and then back on it. And when I hit this curve right here is when I'm braking. Get on the gas and then push it out here to the outside. Best time in Lexus, RCF Alpha, and 4C in the Citroen. 4C might actually be a really good option too, actually. I was trying the Citroen. I didn't really like it too much because it's a little stiff in the corners. But tire wear is good. That's why I think going ultimately in the first 2 rounds with a good car with tire wear is what's going to help shoot you up to the top. Like if some guys are faster in like the Lexus or all-wheel drives, they're probably going to take those cars, but a pit is going to cost you time regardless. So if you could save that pit stop, you know what I'm saying, you might jump a couple of places. I've not tried the Atenza, but I also don't own it. But I'm really liking it on Daily Race B. It's a good car. It's weird how much you have to rev it out. So it's a little like, I keep early shifting it just because it doesn't feel natural to rev it out as far as it's going. Hey everybody, just wanted to show off for a second. How you doing? Like I say, the first night that I practiced, I did a lot of testing with quite a few different cars, so that's why I landed on the 2 that I did. Turn in late. Right here, break it the shadow. It's loose out of that corner though with the brake balance to the rear. I see. Well, the thing is the Atenza I felt like kind of came the Meta GR4 recently. I've always been a G70 guy. Like I love, like I have so many miles on the G70 GR4. Like even when the Atenza is the Meta or other cars or the Citroen, I'll still use the G70 because I just absolutely love that car. Like you can't spin it out. Like you literally cannot spin it out if you try. So you can get on the gas so much earlier out of corners. So I was like, I'm a huge fan of that car. I almost had a .4 earlier on daily race speed, and I freaking slid out on the last corner. So I need to turn a little bit earlier. There we go. But I will say, racing the Atenza the last couple of days, I'm actually really liking it. Right now I'm in the Megane. Really good fuel, good overall tire wear. Late braking. I gotta get more consistent on turn 1. But to me, one of the best at tire wear in the GR4 class. And for this event, for this particular race, I want to make sure I go without pitting. Because you can use softs or mediums. There's no required pit stops, no required tire type, so it's really just each to their own. So I'm thinking ultimately saving that pit stop is going to be the right call. Leaning to the right. Going to brake here. Turning into the corner. Okay. There we go. It's not going to be the fastest car, but big turn in. I wish in practice though you got a delta. So I can specifically see which corners are faster certain ways. That's what I love about the dailies, you have that delta, so when you're testing things out I can really figure out what's faster or what's not. I think I saw in the settings there is no track or no pit penalty, so make sure you're cutting those corners when you do that. You get sketchy these last couple of laps though. For the for which race? For daily race B? Like overall, it's like if it's a sprint race, I don't think the Megane's ever a good choice because it's not the fastest car on the track. But something like this, I'm like, it's good. It's a good. It takes corners very well, so it's really good on the corners. Good tire wear, so I do feel like here it's gonna be a great choice. So I can make it 7 laps or 12 laps. Although you can cut this thing like crazy, so let's just see what we can put up on softs. Certainly knows how to build a car. This right here is Laney Kid. Does all my liveries. Oof, the sauce smells so much better. Careful on that curb. Go, go, go. They're such beautiful cars, though, man. Such beautiful cars. That's what I wish would be kind of fun, is more on like Daily Race A, have like a hypercar race or something, you know? That'd be pretty fun. Like Lambos and Porsches and the Ferraris. Oh, wait, that's almost better. I need sector times. Car's easy to save too. Oh, so much better on softs. I tried the GTR when I first jumped on. That was my first option, but the all-wheel drive's much faster here. No, it wasn't faster on that last turn. What did I get to know? The tire wear's awful, so even the mediums won't last the full way, so I would have to pit. I'd have to do a soft medium. And ultimately, over the full race, the Magani's going to be faster. I would definitely start more up front in the GTRs. I think I was putting up 47s in the GTR. Like, it is much faster. Maybe I do need to come out of there in a second. Still slower in Sector 3 even on softs. What am I doing wrong? Grip. I remember what I did on my fast. Okay, that was a little bit faster. Okay. Go. Let's see what does that like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I'll maybe get 6 laps on the softs even in this car. I feel like the all-wheel drives are not going to be a good choice here, because even the mediums, the tire wear is very quick. So you're going to have to run a few laps on some burnt softs, a few laps on some burnt mediums. So just overall, the whole race pace is going to be slower. I mean, I was at 6 laps. I could probably force it 7. Yeah, let me write this down real quick. Since I do so many events, I like to have my GT7 notes list with all my strats. So Brands Hatch. We're gonna use the Megani. Got round 1 worked out, and then I actually have my strategy for the final as well. And the final is what? 15 laps? Or no, 18 laps. All right, sweet. We have our strategy worked out. So I think, it doesn't look like anybody else is joining, so I'm gonna go mess with some qualifying maybe. Got some time here. I just want to keep this stream running for a while so I can make sure over a long period of time everything's staying okay. If you guys notice any issues or anything, please let me know. That is the plan. Try not to pit it all for round 1 and 2. For the LSQ in the final, I'll have to pit for sure. Just because the fuel wear is so high, it's impossible. So. Sport mode. But I almost had a 0.4 here, so I think I can get it. You know, while we're sitting here, let's actually go buy the Atenza. Oh, you know what? We'll keep running it. Whatever. I don't feel like doing all that right now. It's raining. Has anybody taken a stab here yet? Yeah, 18 lap final. So are you using the Porsche Hybrid as well? Dang, Kizzy dropped the 48. So were you able to get 5 laps on your fuel on mediums? Did you give that a shot? Because I'm thinking that's what my strategy is going to be for the LSQ if I'm in that race. 5 mediums, 3 softs. And for the final, I'm going to do 5, 5, 5, and 3. I don't like forcing the softs 4 laps. They were too burnt on the last lap. You lose too much time. And then also running all out like that, you're going to be pitting every 4 laps. So 4, 8, 12, 16. So that's 4 pits when I'm doing 5, 10, 15. So you would do an extra pit as well if you run that strategy. Bro, these guys are wild. A 741. Led gave it a shot. That's great. Jet got an 808. Nice. I think I'd be floating around here if I gave it a shot. Low 8s, but I'm not breaking 8s. It's too burnt, right? That's why when Andrew and I ran a quick one, and I was like, let me see, because I saw Beecham go 4 when we did practice last night. But I think I want to go. Like I always try to minimize pit stops no matter which race I'm in, especially endurance races. So if I can do that, I think that's going to be the right choice. Saragon got a 0.4. Nice. Led's at a 0.1. Wow. What's the fastest time? 46.2. So I need a 0.2. I like being within a second of the fastest time. All right. But yeah, ultimately what I have written down for now, I think I'll go 5, 5, 5, and 3. Those last 3 laps, I'll really be to push it. And I do like to follow a ghost here, mainly just to help me through the death chicken. Other than that, I really don't need it. Oh, we got all the... We got an engineer over here. Let me know what you come up with. Oh, also, sorry I'm not in a suit tonight. It's casual Wednesday. But also, if you're using this car, the rev points are super important. If you early shift this car or late shift, you lose so much time. I don't know if you use miles per hour, but I do 99 and 122. That was slow. Pressing the suit for Saturday. Should I wear the full suit on Saturday, wear a jacket and everything? I'm just gonna have a bird up in here. I wonder if we should pull out a fun tie. Too bad I didn't have time to get like a lead emblem on my tie or something. That'd be fun. But literally, you want to come all the way around here until you see 122 miles an hour, and then boom, hit it. Like literally, if you shift at 121, you'll lose time. It's crazy. I don't like how he gets all the way in. I gotta break it a little bit earlier than him there. I do. That's why I was like, I don't know if you're. I know, like those stupid Americans. That's why I always tell people that. And they're like, all right, we don't use that. Hold on. Warm these tires up. I feel like when people always say like shift at this RPM, I don't want to have to look that much further down to see the RPM. So I figure out my shift points based off the miles per hour. If it's a car I don't know, like of course if it's one of my cars I'm using like for a season or something, I'm using it a lot, then I know where my shift points are based off of how the car sounds. But this car I do not, because naturally, like right now, I'd want to shift, but that's still too early, so I have to look down for this car. Like here, you want to keep it fourth the whole way. Like fourth gear is just so long. I think it's 75, 99, and 122. A little late. Come on. Also, our Monday race, WERA race, is actually on this track as well. We'll be doing 35 laps in GR3s. So that is going to be one hectic race. Because you know with those guys, we all really push. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people trying to just absolutely crush this area. There we go, got it. Ooh, barely got it. So, and we race with heavy damage. So, and I don't think the Supra is going to be terrific here. I could be wrong, but I'll practice. I'll probably do some practice tomorrow night for there. Or no, actually probably Friday night or something, but I need to get some practice in somewhere for it. Alright, let's find a second. Slide. Slow, come on, go. Turning a little late there. And this curb right here, I know he cuts it, but I don't because it's so risky. You have to hit it perfectly. Otherwise, the car bounces and you totally lose it. So I'd rather just take the safe route. Might need to put up a good lap and compare some data telemetry on this one. Hold it, hold it. Ooh! That was better. Okay, come on. Right here I get so focused, man. Just keep your wheel turning to the left, keep going to the left, keep going to the left. Ah! The wall of shame. Actually, let's just retry. Oh, dude, I appreciate it, man. Hopefully, it's gonna be a fun race, man. Like it is. Like I remember when we were putting the track list together, I was not against, but I definitely didn't vote for this track. Like everywhere else on the track, I'm very comfortable. I'm fine. I'm okay, but it's so hard to be consistent through that chicane for multiple laps. You know, so it's like I'm gonna have to get through there 35 times without wrecking the car. You know what I mean? I was like, so typically what I'll do, like right now I'm qualifying, that's why I know I have to go through at full speed to get a good time, so I'm just holding down the gas and not even letting go. Like I'm not trying to correct it if I'm off. But during the race, I'll find a little bit of a slower pace through there that's comfortable. Just, you know, so I won't, you know, I won't be able to chase anybody down, things like that, but I think ultimately just try not to make any mistakes there will be my best bet. I definitely have a habit of pushing, and I probably will end up doing that. I'll probably end up pushing the car a little too hard. Oh, dude, thanks, man. It was Colonel Mustard and Fraji. All of us were in another league together, and we loved the racing there. It was fun, but it was a very mix of people. So it was like us three and iCrazy and Jet. Like a few of us were racing in that league up front. And like we all love dailies, right? I mean, who doesn't love dailies? But it's hard to always get a good, clean race on dailies every single time. Like, you know, there's always incidents. There's always people that are going to hit you, whatever. So we had the thought of like, how fun would it be to have a league with all 8 drivers? Because that's what we race in on dailies. But endurance races, put more strategy involved. So luckily we were able to pull from the league we were in at that time and another league that I'm in the Thursday nights that I do a hairpin. We were able to pull most of the A drivers from both of those leagues. And then a little bit of recruiting, got us a few other people. I reached out to QC, I reached out to Grover's, and I'm so glad they were both accepted and wanted in. Because obviously them being streamers as well brought you know, good publicity to the league, got people interested, wanting to watch. So we do have some pretty good things on the horizon for Season 2. We would love to run 2 grids. Kind of essentially like a daily, like a top split and a bottom split. Top split people have to race to keep their spot, and the people in the bottom league can race to earn a spot in the Premier League, essentially is what is being floated around. So I'm pretty sure if we get enough people, we're thinking about opening up, we're calling it like a developmental league. So we'll let B drivers in and maybe like pair a B driver with an A driver that they can learn from. You know, make like the A drivers the captains or something like that. They pick a B driver and we do a season kind of like a teammate season. So that's way like B drivers who actually really want to learn and become A's or A pluses will help them get there. I had to let off there. I was going to hit the wall no matter what. Oh, it's the most important thing that you have. If you've ever raced in leagues before, I'm sure, you know, you can get in really like terrible leagues sometimes, you know, like depending on who runs it, or you know, they can have really stupid rules sometimes, or like I remember I joined one for like a week and I jumped back out because they posted on Facebook, and You know, they were like, you had whatever livery you put on your car, you had to send to them to get approved, and just all that. You know, it was like too much. I'm like, what are you doing? We're just racing. You know, it was kind of, the rules were a little too much. Actually, I don't remember the name of that league. But essentially, like QC, his MRL league, I think he's in. They have four full grids. Ooh, I hit that curb. So, and people race to move their way up tiers, essentially, tier 1 to tier 4, and people try to move their way up, which is pretty cool. So I think we would like for WERA to get to a point like that as well. But essentially, it would always be A pluses, and if we open up a developmental league, Bs. I don't think we'd ever let anybody in lower than Bs. But yeah, I think it'd be with the we have a couple of reserve drivers now that already jumped in, so we do have 2 extra guys. So if we can find 14 more, we could try to run 2 races on Monday nights, or maybe even do, like I said, if it's a Premier League and a sub league, maybe something a little different, like Mondays and Tuesdays or something. I don't know. I could like jump in and spectate the second race and commentate it or something. I don't know. That'd be pretty fun. Yeah, see, right? I think it would be like a lot of fun to watch, and like also, like everybody who's in WERA, we're all very competitive. Like 100%, we're all friends, all that stuff. But when it comes to track time, like we're competitive. It's like my frustrations I had last week when I didn't have as good as a finish as I wanted to. Like we're all competitive people, so if you get a lot of competitive people that want to drive fast but also get faster but are racing clean, that just makes for really good viewing. So I feel like, especially 2 weeks ago Spa and last week's Red Bull, I mean, they were just full of action, dude, just full of it. So it's like, it's fun to watch that. I mean, you're essentially watching longer dailies that, you know, strategies and implication. Like, strategies never matter on dailies. I mean, like, really. I was like, all right, run the softs first or the mediums first. All right. You know, but everybody essentially finds the optimal strategy, the meta car, and everybody runs the same thing. Here, since people have to pick their cars for the seasons, depending on the track, everybody has to run a different strategy. Some people do 2 pits, some people go 3 pits, but like I've had races where I've done 2, some I've done 3, depending on which car, how my Supra was taking that track. So it adds a lot of different factors into it. So I think that's what makes it so much fun, and also so competitive. Like everybody's practicing all week long, every single night, or even during the day, somebody's got a practice lobby open. Like I said, we never let people know our strategies, but we always all jump in together and, you know, and, you know, because hey man, what are you braking out on this corner? Oh, brake here. Oh, sweet, thank you. You know what I'm saying? So we help each other out, get faster throughout the week, and then we have a really good competitive race on Monday. I'm not even getting close right now. I know he comes out of there in 3rd, but I like keeping it in 2nd, revving 2nd out. He's probably carrying more speed than me, so 3rd feels a little more bogged down for me. Keep getting 4th, keep getting 4th, keep getting 4th. Let's put up some lap times here. Oh, I shifted late. So I want to see how much braking he's putting on this corner. I don't know if I'm putting too much or not enough. I'm gonna go look at that right now, because I keep messing that corner up. I gotta find out what he's doing. Oh, don't you have to save it first? Oh, no, there it is. Okay. Do 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 do. You want to see yellow? I got a pause play. Okay. Turn 1, turn 2. Here, this is the corner I'm wondering about. Right here. Okay. So he's actually braking way later than me. Yeah, look how much more speed he's carrying. He gets down to 103 is his low. And I got down to 99. I don't remember how to do this. Is it this one? Oh, there we go. That's what I want to see. And then no way to stretch it out. There we go. Is this the correct corner? Okay, it is. He got back on the brakes again, though. But I'm clearly using way too much initial braking. A straight throttle, drop off, a little glide, a little braking, probably a little bit more to get rotation, and then ease off of it. Yeah. So he's trail braking like crazy. I'm just braking and getting off. Okay. Come on, go faster. Down the long back straight. So that's what I do a little better. And a lot of times the guys will let off the gas but ultimately, yes. So there's a workaround that I'll kind of do. Like you'll actually even see on this corner here, like after the long straight, he gets all the way on the curb. See him over on the outside of me? He gets all the way on the curb for his braking. If you're fully braking on the curbs, I feel like it's not as good. So like I keep my right inside tires for my first initial braking on the concrete, on the pavement, I should say. So, and then I get a little bit of braking there, and then I keep braking, and then I get all the way onto the curb. So a lot of times, if I have that opportunity to use the curb, then I'll use the curb for braking, or to use the pavement first and then get on the curb. Like if I brake on that corner like he is fully on the curb, I won't make the corner. So I don't always see how it's better. So it's even maybe something for myself to learn to get me to that next little step there. But because I mean, you can see he's way further up on the right, like right away. When I'm braking back here, I use some of the pavement, and then I got over onto the curb with him. It's sketchy. That's why my curbs to me are always, they're a little slicker. They're not gonna offer as much grip as the pavement. So like I said, if it's laid out the right way, like if it's light braking all on the curb, that's kind of okay. But this is a full braking corner right here. So like the next time I'll go around, I'll full brake where he is on the curb, and I'll end up missing it. I'll end up turning in too late every time. So I don't understand how they do it, to be honest with you. Because even still, like where I'm going at, I'm still shooting the corner a little bit wide. Oh, this is comparing my 48 lap time, though. I wish I had my good lap time. But see, this is where I keep coming in too far, too inside here. Even though all those laps I need to get further out there. Let's see, you can see how that freaking... It's almost just one nice linear line. Just a perfect curve. Like, when you come in, you want to keep yourself turned to the left the whole time. Don't allow the car to straighten back out in the middle here. You just keep a slight turning angle and slowly turn in more as you're getting into that chicane. I just slowed down. I was like moving much faster earlier. I don't know why it's doing that. I kind of want to see the last curve too. Beatty, what's up, girl? Okay, so I'm pretty much braking with him here. I just need to get turned in sooner. Let's see our miles per hour. So, you know, he's way faster coming into it. I'm slowing down much earlier than him. About the same low end speed of the entire corner, though. And I'm actually exiting a little bit faster than him. What was the gap in that corner? It actually lowered the gap out of that corner, so technically I was faster out of there. Oh no, then he starts picking it back up. Okay. That's crazy. Even with a high 147, I'm still not even in the top 1,000. Appreciate you. It's more of a practice stream. Just trying to see how everything looks and sounds. That I switched over to a different. I switched over to Streamlabs from OBS. So before I do my stream tomorrow for the race, I wanted to give this all a little test. See if things are better, if they're worse, what things are off, and if I can fix them. Casual Wednesday. It is a little more comfortable though. I'm gonna make that. Yep, got it. Braking, still off. We'll get it, we'll get it. Better angle out of here though. You'll see he gets all the way on the curb here and I kind of keep my car over here on the side. A little late on the brakes there, but I almost keep those inside tires on the pavement almost the whole time, which really slows the car down. It might be hurting my angle into the turn. Got it. Oh, I thought I had it there. I'll probably do my brake balance. Down his line here too. Hold it, hold it. Nice. That was actually very good. Ooh. Can I hold it? Oh, I tried it there. Tried it. This is where dailies get frustrating, is when you have a good time and you're just trying to find those couple of tenths. I feel like my optimal at the end of the week, if I can get a 0.3, 0.4, I'll be very happy with that. But he's braking a little early, right? He's braking a little early. Hold. If that's a track penalty or not. You're trying to cut the curve like he is. Swing it back in around. Pushing too hard, pushing too hard. So a little slight braking. Maybe my slight braking is not enough. He was still at like what, 50% maybe? I don't think I hit 50% there. I thought he was like 20 down and up to 50. I broke weight. Follow. Get more out here. Turning in, upshift. I hate that chicane. Hate it. Yeah, I hate it. I don't know if that's faster or not. It's just, you can't, it's impossible to be consistent and fast. That's why for qualifying I'll push it, but in the race, no, I'm not gonna go full throttle for there. That's why when I set the my time through to our WERA chat, I was like, that was after 15 laps, 3 good ones and 12 wrecks. Grip, nice. Not bad. Okay, let me get a little more here. That was better. There we go. Much better. There we go. Okay, so I want to bring it a little bit before. Come on. Hold it. We can make this full speed. We can make this work. Come on, I think I got it. Oh, I got it! What do I need? Oh, I need quite a bit of time here. This ain't gonna be it, but... Ah, it's gonna be close. That'll be a 0.8. 0.7. Okay, come on, man. Come on, couple of tenths. We got a good delta now. Too late in my turn in. I'm trying to cut it like he does. That's why I don't like. I get a little more. I'm getting a little bit more braking than him, but I'm getting it. At least I'm hitting the right line on the way out. So I'm sure that could be a little faster, using less braking like he is. But at least I'm keeping my line. So I'm gonna start braking before that. Not good. We do it 2 times in a row. Don't turn in late. Had to let go. It's alright. I think as long as you get up into fifth, and like, you'll see, like, in race, when I'm racing, I'll let off a little bit. Like, I'm not going to take it max. Right now, I just know if I want a top time, I have to do a full send, so I'm not letting go of the gas. I'm like, I'm not letting go of it no matter what. So if I mess up, I mess up. But if I end up making it through there, you can see, I mean, I caught, like, you can literally gain like 6/10. It's insane. Come on. Felt better. I'm going to take my line through here. Turn. Right down to 10th. I'm not going to get it this lap. Can't be losing a 10th in sector 1. Ooh, I got on the gas early there. Can I hold it all the way through? Not bad. Caught the time back. I need to get this corner right, though. I keep not doing what I want to do. That's better. Alrighty, come on. Down here, slight turn, upshift, keep turning. I was too far inside. Too far inside. So frustrating. I want to let my damage fix itself real quick. I have a good delta right now, so I don't want to lose it. Man, that's so frustrating. All right, there we go. Frustrating is I know I can get it. How was that almost 2/10 slower? What did I do wrong there? Too much braking, maybe? Now this is the time I'm going to get the chicane perfect. I'm already 3/10 down. At least I'm figuring that corner out. I got a good consistent rate through there now. Whew. See, like once you get pretty close to your limit, you know, that's what it's like. That's when it gets frustrating. I wish they had this track. Oh my goodness gracious. We'll try it till 15 more minutes, then I'm gonna call it. Put a timer on myself, maybe I'll get it. You know, how's the stream sounding and looking to you so far? Okay, I'm not far off of him. That one went bad. Alrighty, baby. That's what I love to hear. Ooh, too far outside, too far outside. Careful. Ooh, I hit that exactly like him. That was good. That was good. Okay, we are not on a bad lap right now. Laser focus. Right here. Still a little deep into that corner. I'm gonna move my braking point up even more. That is so weird, because even when we were looking at the data telemetry, he was braking later than me, so I don't know how he's doing that. Missed it. That was a good lap too. I was on his tail like the whole lap. That would have been close. Like I said, dude, I'm just comfortable everywhere else on the track. It's like I gotta get everything else perfect and then get lucky on the chicane. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm playing the lotto over here. So early. Ooh, that worked though. Oh, too early, too early. Ooh, almost. I broke too much there. What separates me from the aliens is being consistent over and over again. You'll always have a little hiccup somewhere, you know. Okay, so I want to brake maybe here. Maybe there. Okay. Still not ultimately coming out really fast though. Here. Upshift. Oh, I think I got it this time. I got it! Still not gonna be enough time though. Maybe faster out of here. No, 2 seconds. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It's gonna be a 0.7 again, isn't it? 1/100th of a second. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Okay, that doesn't work. It worked last time. I was gonna try it again. Oh my goodness gracious. Come on, dude. Come on. I saw that I hit like 2.1. I was like, wait a minute, this might be a low 0.6. Oh man. It's like, have I just found my limit? Can't break a 0.6. I think ultimately that was better moving my corner up here. My braking point up right here. So he gets all around the curve and then comes in. It like makes the car so unstable. I went even faster. Alright, come on, so guide me through here. Too far out, too far out. Gotta let off. Let's see, even letting off a little bit. Look at the delta. 2 tenths, 3 tenths. I only let off slightly. I should have cut that little curve there. I would have taken a couple 100 seconds off. up. Let's go. Come on. Got the gas a little early there. Hopefully I can correct it. See, I'm sliding everywhere, so I'm losing time. Okay, I don't even know how I want to take this corner right now. Parked it on the apex, that's slower. Full send. Yeah, I'm coming in too tight. See, we got it! I can have a perfect last corner. Too far inside. Too far inside. I hate, sometimes you love the Delta, sometimes you hate it. Because if you see it, then I know what I need to do, then I'm thinking about it too much. Let off that first corner. Felt faster. Oh, I turned in late. No. Come on. Still correct this. Yeah, I'm gonna start braking way earlier. Gets me at least on the right line. I didn't lose much time doing that. That was slow though, I slid. Full send, but we were sliding. It does cut a couple hundred of seconds off when you do that. And it does help you carry more speed up the straight. Yeah, I didn't be doing that. Hold. Time for like 3 more laps. Come on. Sometimes when you just can't get it, leave it and come back. That was faster actually coming over this thing. Here we have 2.6s and a 0.7. Like, come on, right there. And cutting that curve is only good for a couple hundredths of a second, so I think it's worth it. Too much brake. Like a glove. And smash the. That's. It's always the damn bus stop. Ooh, hold on. grip. That's the best I've taken that corner yet. I'm still cutting in too close there, and I think that's what's messing me up here. I need to get my angle better around there. I just keep coming in too tight. It looks like cutting this thing is a little faster. Come on. Okay. Good delta. We got time for 2 or 3 laps. Bad. I don't want to waste a lap. But like some tracks I can just jump on and immediately put up a top, a top time, and some just take me some work. And this is definitely one that takes work. Probably good I'm running it so much, at least I'll know my lines for Monday. Just gotta figure them out in the GR3. I'm so far over there. Held it. Bad. I'm losing quite good, but yeah, probably get half a second in that first sector to him. There we go, that was good. Yeah, most of the time I'm actually doing this section right here, not bad. I'm only losing maybe a 10th through there. Parked it too much. More over here, there we go. Watch the corner, turn in, there it is. I was like the exact same as him, I don't see the gap spreading. I mess it up. Hey, we improved by a couple hundredths. Or by by less than 100, I think, right? Didn't I have a 0.66? Oh, please hold that. Oh my god, how is that 3/10 faster? What did I do right there? I went too wide here. Hold it together. Come on, Charlie. I didn't realize I could find 3/10 in the first sector. That's amazing. Okay. The first sector is where I really need to work at. Back on it, come on. Is that slower? I was a little slower on this turn too. If I can get this one right, find another 10th. Way early there. That's perfect. Stay out here, get out here, get out here. Push the inside corner, keep turning in, keep turning in, keep turning in. Come on. Come on. One more. We're 9.1. So close to the 48. You'll get the 48 by the end of the week, man, for sure. I was like, I don't know if you do this as well. Follow the ghost and set it 0.5 in front of you. Hold it. That's it, I'm done. I can't do anymore. Just can't do anymore. I'm done. I'm out. One of the biggest things that I learned that improved my time so much was corner entry, turning in at the right time. So I had a really bad habit of turning in late, which was attributed to me braking late as well. So once I learned more about corner entry, even if I'm coming into the corner a little slower and prioritizing the exits, you're going to start dropping times. And then you can start working the other way. But trying to train your brain to think more about the exit of the corner than the entry of the corner. So, okay, this is where I need to be coming out of the corner at this speed, at this angle, and make sure you hit that, then kind of work backwards from there. Because that was one of my bad habits that somebody had noticed. And I was like, dude, you're hitting your corners late and you're almost always missing the apex. And it's because I was braking late. So I was like 100% brake off gas, you know. But I think once I started prioritizing my exits and getting my exit speed, because ultimately that's what you want, especially if it's a long straight, sacrifice a little time right now in your entry and you'll gain it back up on your exit and then just kind of work back from there. That was a really big tidbit for me that helped me improve a lot. I think my time was what was my time before that? Wasn't it a 6.67 or a 6.76 or something? Yeah, it was a 6.67. So I cut off all that work for 0.006 of a second. Time well spent. That's so funny. Oh well. We'll mess with it more later this week. Uh, 1000%, dude. 1000%. That's why you'll notice a lot of definitely D, E drivers, of course, but B drivers or even just barely A drivers, the guys that are right around the cusp of it, they're all about corner entry. So they brake as late as they possibly can into every single corner. So that's why you'll get I get nervous racing guys like that because I know I'm braking a little bit before them, and they're gonna most likely hit me from behind. So it's a really weird bad habit to break, but once you can break it and start prioritizing that, the exit of it, it'll really start improving your speed. So that's what I remember. I was watching streams and I was like, oh my god, he's braking 25, 30 meters ahead of me, before me. I'm like, that's crazy. How's that faster? And just worked at it. And I'm like, oh, it actually is faster because it made me quicker out of the exit for the next spot. So I was like, oh, it's not all just 100% brake or 100% gas. There's a lot of in between, and that's where I had to put my focus. The grip circle. I don't know if you've learned about the grip circle. It's a lot of it was kind of basic racing stuff that I didn't know. And I just played the game, right? I just raced the game like most of us. But once I started learning about the grip circle, there's only so much grip available, and I was abusing that. That really helped me a lot. You can't brake 100% and turn 100%. So if you're if you're braking 100, you need to be straight. If you're braking 80%, you can turn 20%. If you're braking 50, you can turn 50. And that was a really big thing for me as well. Alrighty. I don't think anybody else is practicing right now. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for me tonight, man. It looks like everything looked and sounded good. Let's check the last little bit here. Looks like it went off just a little bit, but not much. Alrighty, man. Well, thanks for hanging out, especially on a kind of boring stream here. Just a little bit of practicing, but looks like everything's at least good enough for me to carry on as I am until I can upgrade to a PC. So we'll keep just everything else basic. I'm not going to add any overlays or anything. Not put any stress on the. Like this shouldn't be up right now. Try not to put as much stress on everything, and it should stay. Yeah, so it did disconnect and reconnect once, but no drop frames. So that's good. That's good news. CPU is not being overloaded. Let me check my task manager real quick. It's doing okay. Oh, gotcha, man. Yeah, no worries. There's I can definitely teach you more about it. The grip circle. It's a really not too hard of a concept to get, but if you keep that in the back of your mind, that the car actually only has so much available grip to use. So you don't want to abuse those grip limits. So that's why I'm really 100% braking when you're going straight, and then letting off as you turn in, and just keeping it. And then once obviously you're zero braking, you have an all full turning, and working on that really helped out a lot. I learned it in Digits Masterclass. I don't know if you've ever taken it or not. It's I think it's only like like $40 or something like that, dude. It's not like too bad. But I learned it in his masterclass taught like a lot of basics, but I thought I knew the basics until I started learning them, and I'm like, oh, there's a lot of basics that I don't really actually know. So it's kind of just starting like over and re-breaking habits and training things. But like, I'm somebody who has to I just don't jump in. I'm not immediately fast. Like I need a little time, a little practice, and I always try to work on little things here and there. Like I feel like I'm getting to the finer details of my craft now, so I'm starting to plateau a little bit. So I'm trying to figure out how to get a little bit quicker myself. You know, of course I see people still a second and a half faster than me, so I'm like, damn, where are you finding that second and a half? So it's an endless thing you have to keep working on. But that looks good. CPU's not being overrun, memory's not being overrun, so yeah, I think we're as good as we're gonna get. Alright. That's what was it? I think it was Sammy who said it. He's like, it's one of the few things that the more you know, the less you know. Yeah, it means you start learning more and more. You're like, oh, there's that. Oh, there's that. Oh, there's that. So it's always, that's what makes it so fun too, though. There's always more to learn. You could always get faster. So it's, you know, it's the competition's there, the competitiveness is there, but also the community, the fun of it all. Like I just love, like even trying to get my streaming going. Like a lot of the streamers have been helping me out get there. A lot of them help me get faster. So it's like, you can't beat it, man. I love GT7. I don't think there's much more. Top tip, there's no other community like it. Like there's literally nobody else who will help out the way that this does, you know? Software for games. I get everything set the way I'm supposed to, so there's not much more I can do. Sweet. I don't need to set any hotkeys right now. Disable Windows, okay. Just going through everything here. I heard it off a little bit, so I'm wondering if I should add a sync to it. We want it to be custom. Video format. Buffering disabled. Audio only. So that's good. Oh yeah. Alright, dude. I'm going to close shop, mess with a few things here. And then I will be live tomorrow for the hairpin race. We're doing GR4s at Blue Moon Infield. I've not practiced for it one little bit, so I'll try to get on like an hour early to at least get some practice in. But GR4s, I love racing GR4s, so it should be a fun race. So if you're around not doing nothing, come on in. Other than that, thanks for hanging out tonight, bro. I appreciate you. Kept me company through all this, so appreciate you, dude. And other than that, I'm excited for Saturday. I'm ready to race with you Saturday. So if you have any questions or need any help with strategy or whatever, dude, we can jump on one more time Friday night, and I can show you some things if you need it. So alrighty, man. I'll catch you later, dude.